You want to touch it? Good morning, everyone. It's going to be foggy. The camera's going to take a little bit getting used to this humidity, but check out this scene. We're here on project number 8, day number 1, and man, I mean, we were here yesterday, but this is the first full day. We did a lot of logistics yesterday, planning and coming up with our game plan and figuring out where to put our machines. We love it when we have open areas to work in. Our client said, don't worry about putting your trailer on the property. You guys can pull into the backyard wherever you need. How fun is that? Easy access. This is going to be a large deluxe pondless waterfall. That means we're going to have 2 pumps, 2 5,000 to 9,000 gallon an hour pumps. That's going to be just fantastic to play with. We're building in a hillside, another one of my favorites. Man, I'm kind of excited. So I don't know if you can tell, but we have an awesome project ahead of us, an awesome canvas, a rental machine for some huge boulders. We've got our team on site. We've got Bosco, what's up, buddy? You see, he knows I'm talking to him. But he's in heaven right now. You see birds flying everywhere, all these cool scents. Guys are eating breakfast. It's an out-of-town project for us, so they stayed in a hotel last night. I went home to celebrate my parents' 50th anniversary. Mom and Dad, 50th wedding anniversary last night. We grilled some steaks, had a nice meal. Congratulations, Mom and Dad, again. So the first thing we're going to be doing is figuring out our basin location, where we're starting our waterfall, and then we dig into the ground from there. So that's what we're up to now. Time to get to work. So we're making our way in with the E60. I got Brad clearing out some of the smaller stuff now. All about figuring out what that E60 can handle safely, and then I can tell my guys, hey, that one's a little too big. I should probably be the one driving for that one, but these guys go ahead and move however we need to. And actually, Brad's taking on the hardest job right now. Bigger machine, it's harder to move smaller materials. All right, so now what we're trying to do is we're trying to just regrade this whole hillside to make it look like this waterfall was always here. So we're going to start with a huge outcropping because we're going to cut off access once we start doing our basin. But this is going to really help set the tone that the glacier was always here, that this glacier came between these trees and left this awesome waterfall. This big guy is going to help anchor that, and it's going to really help your eye travel across it really nicely. Got our grade, so we're setting our canvas. We want a blank canvas to work with, and we really want to be able to visualize what our grade is going to end up being like, because that's going to help us tell this story. As you can see, we put boulders and outcroppings. You know, we're going to probably get another one over here somewhere, so that we're really building up to our waterfall, and our waterfall is going to come right through there. It's going to look so cool. And it's just going to open up right to there. They've got a future expansion coming in here where they're going to be doing a 3-season, 4-season porch. So this is why we have everything kind of the way we do. It's going to go towards the house up top, and then it's going to twist its way down, so no bad views. You're going to want to walk around it and enjoy it all over. huge boulders going on right now, and one of the things we did is we're always worried about our basin liner. We want to make sure our basin liner comes up more than where we're going to be having our pulling area. So in this case, we're going to have our pulling area in a good spot. So all the way around, we're making sure that the basin liner is higher than the water line. And we love it to be a good 6 to 8 inches more. Sometimes you only get 4, but we always shoot for 6 to 8 inches. So that was why we did the boulders right here. And to make sure that this guy could get placed in. Because if we put this one in, we're not going to be able to have the basin liner because it's going to be crushing everything. So for us to have dug out at this tier, we want to have the basin liner the way we want it. We've got a couple of huge boulders in place, looking really good. Now we're gonna brace for weather. This is just looking awesome. We're cutting into the hillside, making sure that it looks like it was always there and shaping the hill as we go up. It is looking fantastic. Thank you, Aiden. This will be helpful in the morning if it does rain. We've never regretted putting the tarps down. We have regretted not putting them down before. I'm serious. All right, well, we're tired, we're slap happy. It's time to go to the pool, eat some pizza, and call it a day. For you, just a couple seconds, we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. I'm Nick the Pond King. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and show some love to our team because we're working our butt off, but it's gonna be worth it because this is gonna be fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow. Today's day 2, we're gonna get started. We're gonna build an awesome pondless waterfall, and we're just gonna carry the fuel all the way back. So we're considering viewpoints, so that's one of our big things when we're building our water features. Viewpoints, and then we really want to get some white rapids. So we're going to start playing with that up here, and that's going to be sweet. So we're going to have a bottleneck where it's coming together, but we're going to have some wide stuff happening up there and some really intriguing waterfalls making its way back. We get to move things around based on how we want. There's one giant boulder up there that I really want to take this outcropping field away, move it out, and we're going to bring that guy down and really anchor this in and really help this whole thing travel, your eye travel across it. I got another big one out there as an outcropping. We're going to remove a couple things and move this around so it gives us some more space. But that's what's so fun about what we do is we get this nice flow, and we can always change something. It's landscaping. We can just say, that'll look better if we take it out and get something big in there because it will help our eye travel across nicely. Everything's to scale, so I'm really happy with the way this is looking. Extend some of our outcroppings onto the hillside, and now we're starting to kind of come together. And one of the things that Ed the pond professor taught us when we worked with him was as you get further away from the starting point in your viewpoints and where it's going to start choking in your waterfalls a little bit and kind of do smaller rocks, because what's going to end up happening, we'll have maybe a big one here. It's going to make it feel like it's so much further back. But we've got a lot of work to do. You know, we're going to pinch this in so we can get some turns out of it. You know, we want to make sure we're avoiding too much of those straight lines. And one of the things that we've really done well here on this build is on our overlaps, we made sure to do our angles so that this whole thing is turning. Instead of looking from above, it looks like a rectangle, because that's the liner we have to play with, is always comes in a rectangle. So we're able to really break up that rectangular feel with how we're building here, and I just love the way it's turning out. So. He ain't gonna put too big of a bite on you, is he?
But you don't want them. See, then they splash that stuff on you.
Oh, what is it?
It's like a melt. Here. See that, Parker?
You want to touch it?
Oh, no, it's
How much pressure are you applying?
Just nothing. It's not hurting them.
Wow.
what?
Oh yeah.
Come touch it.
No.
That's crazy.
Here. Ooh, look. He's got a cool feel to it.
No.
They're gonna hurt.
Go touch it.
I got him.
No.
And then we'll go let him down. let him go.
All right, everyone, that's the end of day 2. What a fantastic day. Parker got his first 1 man-hour on the machine today, and he is already learning how to use the E20, so that was pretty fun to watch. Awesome, day 2. Thank you, Brad and Aiden. Guys, get a good meal tonight. Get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow. And we'll see you in just a few seconds. All right, bye. Well, good morning to you. It's the start of day 3, and we are having a great day. Got our team working on our basin and pulling in our basin to make it look natural and to also retain soil. So, got a lot ahead of us, but this is the start of day 3, and man, it is looking really cool. So, we'll get to doing what we do. Well, you know how it goes, right? Windy day, we get in the zone, we don't always remember to record, so it is lunchtime and we are making tons of great progress. It's a lot of detail work time, and that definitely takes a lot of time, but man, look at how good this is looking. All this is courtesy of Mr. B-Rad and Justin working on this stuff. We worked on our waterfall up there, so we have our start of our waterfall about set. I got a lot of rocks sorted in place so we can start putting them in different spots. So things are going great. And we always are so grateful to our clients because they are such cool people over and over again. Water feature clients become friends, and we are very grateful. So check this out. He made us lunch on his hibachi grill.
Look at that fancy grill.
Oh, they're great for like stir frying. So awesome.
Yeah. It was really hard to focus once he started cooking the bacon.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Justin's doing waterfall foam so the water goes over the rocks instead of through the cracks. Otherwise you'll get all your water going behind the rocks, underneath the rocks instead of over them. So that's kind of a vital step. The client picked up some driftwood we got kind of worked in there. Aiden's working on retaining soil and doing some grading at the same time. Check out the shoreline work Aiden did. Well, here, probably not good with my shadow there. Check out that awesome shoreline work he's got going. Really want to make it feel like the water's in a rapid section twisting through here. Also maintaining that we don't go too much wider than 3 feet wide with our water in motion. So we're going to be making sure we're paying attention to that as we go. Diffusers are in, plumbed. We are good to go on that. Well, it's been a windy day, so like I said, on these windy days, it's hard for us to get a lot of footage because I have to yell at the camera. But we're gonna get the client up here. He's gonna get a chance to use the E20 because when's the next time he's gonna have a chance to do that, right? So we're gonna let him tear down the pile a little bit, get it loosed up for us so that we can get it with our MT85 there. That's what we use to do a lot of our grading. We use the blade to get the real sharp stuff, and then we come in and fine tune with our MT85. Lot to do, but things are going great. back tomorrow. I'm Nick the Pond King, and this is our channel, Pond King Water Gardens. Just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it's in Annandale, Minnesota. Does it look like we've been having fun? Because we've been having a lot of fun. Huge boulders, man, what a fun project. All right, well, I can't wait to get this running, and then we'll get to say check this out before you know it. We'll talk. Good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 4. Does this look like a massive water feature? You've seen me year in and year out, right? I'm super excited because today we're going to see water running before the end of the day. Got a huge day ahead of us, and somehow we have to convince Justin that we're leaving at 3:30, and because he's got a surprise birthday party coming tonight. Don't tell anybody, but that happens at 6:30, and he only thinks it's a family barbecue. So I hope we can keep it make it work, because he's gonna be like, well, why are we leaving at 3:30 and taking the extra trip, man? We could work until 6, finish. Take the machines with us. Like, no, we can't. So, fingers crossed. There's a lot to do, so I think we're going to be in a really good spot when we come around 3 to say it. Things are going great here. I can't say enough awesome things about my team. Just love these guys. I love how they just care about what they're doing, about the art, the craft, making it look as natural as we can, making sure the clients have longevity. Justin's doing some cool stuff, putting down plastic so we don't have to worry about weeds coming through there. That's awesome. Client's really happy with how we're using the driftwood. This has been sitting here for 10 years. Just a cool piece. Wanted to put it there because it kind of helps with the backdrop and kind of feels like it was always there. Waterfall's filling right now. We got about another foot of water to add. Client's tilling the soil over there. So he's gonna be turning this whole area into a garden. And what a cool thing, it's just gonna flow. So excited. Justin, what are you up to?
Just putting in the hose.
And that is a complimentary thing we include on all of our builds. Post-hole digger we got from a client. Thank you, Nate. The reason we include that on everything is these have to be mounted off of the ground about a foot. So we just took it upon ourselves to include this in every project because we don't want you to have troubles right from the start. So we get that mounted up off the ground. Exciting. And man, this Pondless waterfall is just amazing. I'm in love with it. I know it sounds cheesy, but Brian taught us this at the academy, that it does kind of sound like a cheesy salesman line, but more and more and more we're finding it to be true. We have 2 main goals when we're doing a water feature, and our second goal is quite important, but not as important as our first goal. Our second goal is to impress you as our clients, but our first goal is to impress ourselves as artists. And I am impressed with what our team has done on this project. And to say we're gonna have project complete after only 4 days on a humongous project, wow, wow. Check this out. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.